Hello gamers and welcome to Let's Try Legend of Keepers, the new game by Goblin Studio, who've done, for example, Dungeon Rushers. And, well, basically you have a career as a dungeon master. You get hired by the company of dungeon and you have to protect their dungeons. So it's a bit of a mix of a dungeon defender and a roguelike, so maybe a bit like Darkest Dungeon and Dungeon Keeper. There's a campaign as well. This is the pre-early access version. Yeah, early access will start on 19th of March. Yeah, so let's try it out. This is my first go with the game. As usual in the Let's Try videos. Let's create a save.
Congratulations and welcome to the Dungeons Company. As you saw on the job posting, your main task is to protect the treasures we keep in our dungeons. We don't have much time to spend training you, so please keep up.
Okay.
Heroes keep coming to try and take our treasures. The marketing team has worked hard to promise gold and glory to these idiotic adventurers. We have a little time before they get here, so let's place our traps and our employees to prepare a defense.
Okay, so these are the attackers apparently. I've placed the bone catapult. -10 morale, applies demoralized. Nice, let's confirm it.
We always leave an empty room in every dungeon. You can use it to ambush the adventurers with one of your favorite spells.
Nice.
Some rooms are dedicated to combat. This is my favorite bit. Make sure you analyze each group of adventurers. Your employees are counting on you to prepare an effective strategy. Pay attention to combatants' attacks and resistances. They are key elements for victory.
Let's place some monsters. Ah, here they are. So we've got Thokal. 30 physical damage, applies broken armor. And then enraged to all heroes at the start of each fight. Damage and morale dealt increased by 30%. And there's a Thug. He has like minus 35 fire resistance, I guess. He has reduced ice resistance. Dodges the effects of the first trap. So we've got a nice guy, maybe. Front back air damage. Fire damage. He deals physical damage. So let's put him in the first row. Let's put him in second row. He has no arm left. Here they come. Okay, she dodged. Now they come to the next room. Select a spell, show no mercy, applies enraged to the next group of monsters. That's good. And here's the next group of monsters.
The job also involves bullying these insignificant humans. No reason work can't be fun. You can of course kill them, or terrify them so much they'll flee like peasants, as you see fit. Don't forget that in battles, the fastest combatants act first.
I see, so the order doesn't matter necessarily, unless for the attacks, obviously. Okay, now I can select an attack with him actually, and he's in the back so he can apply air damage. He's super resistant against air damage. She is not. Scare. He can only attack the front unit though, apparently. about to die. Select an attack. I've only got the fireball. He can attack the person in the back. Only, apparently. Yeah. I can't use the other one, I think. Or can I? He can do Scream of Terror, it's an area attack. Down here is their morale. Okay, they intelligently broke his armor. And the guy in the front will flee. The barbarian. He can again only attack the lady, but she will die. He dies of poison. He just about survives. No, he dies as well of poison. And now it's up to the boss to actually save the day. He's got several attacks. Whiplash, 80 physical damage, regenerates the master's life by 20% of damage dealt if the target is affected by bleeding. Enslavement, 24 air damage, and this applies bleeding or challenge that reduces his morale by 40, which is not enough to make him flee. I have lots of health, so let's try the enslavement. Now let's try Whiplash and regenerate some health. Well, it wasn't necessary.
I knew from the start that you had potential. Know that here in Dungeons Company, we reward talent and value ambition. Shoot for the moon. And so, your training ends. I'll see you again next year for your annual evaluation. If you do a good job in protecting our treasures, you'll get the promotion you deserve.
I really like the art style. And here apparently we've got the slaveholder as our main character at the end. And if we reach level 10, we can unlock the Enchantress, and at some point during early access we will get the Engineer as well. They have different abilities. For example, he's got strong monsters and very weak traps. She seems to be more all-rounded, plus lots of spells, but no morale. Here's the focus on traps for the Engineer. I've got 0 experience points so far. I can't unlock any talents yet, so let's not look at them, but just get ranked first. Ranked, experience gain, or custom. Let's go for difficulty. Oh, sorry, for difficulty normal. What does ranked mean? There's also some Twitch integration. Let's go for ranked, which apparently is kind of normal. There's also Twitch incorporation, so I will try that at a later stage. So it's week 1 for the slaveholder. We gain 9 life per week. We have no blood gathered, we have no tears gathered, and we have some gold. We have no artifacts. We do have... We don't really have employees, do we? Well, we should have 9. Okay, there we go. What was that? There we go. We do have 9 employees. In rooms 1 and 2, and we've got some level 1 traps as well. And in week 1 there's only one thing we can do, and that's adventurers. Preparation phase. It's a bit like in a tower defense game as well, I think. I've got 2 monster rooms, 2 trap rooms, and a spell room. Our spell could be fire damage, enraged, or we could terrify them. So they have 9 guys. So one of them is resistant to fire, the others are not really. Well, he deals, if at front he deals poison damage, that's actually quite good. She's more like a ranged character, also applying poison. He slows them down, and here it does morale damage, which is kind of cool. Okay, 4 spots. I can confirm that. In here we can place 1 trap, minus 10 morale. Or a poison dart, even more nature damage. The last one has kind of resistance against nature damage. A spell room, and then we can have another trap. Let's enrage the monsters and reduce their morale. And here we've got fire damage, that's cool. He will go in the last row. I'd like to apply some, well, nature damage. $100 health, 50 health. He's got lots of health. I'll put him here. Air damage, physical damage, fire damage. There's lots of air resistance. He would also do lots of morale damage. She was kind of cool. And then we've got our monster. Now let's see how that goes. I'm not sure if I can pause actually. Okay, I don't need to pause, I can choose my attack. Okay, now I can use both attacks. The goblin trick will deal 35 physical damage against this one, which is cool because his armor value is very low. Nature damage against her is also good because... Okay, they kind of made me switch places. Because she's specific... Oh no, it's him actually. Susceptible to nature damage. Toxic volley. Hitting everyone is a good start, I think. Even though he's kind of resistant. He seems very tough. With his area fire damage. Physical damage applies bleeding, which is cool. Scream of Terror reduces morale, let's do that. That's why I got him. He has lots of nature resistant. But let's go for the goblin trick. Try to knock him out. I will again go for the toxic volley, or... Well, this would have to be to the back. He's very resistant, but still it might take bring him down in a bit with all the poison. I think it's normal that the monsters die, but this also means they won't level up, I guess. They haven't really suffered morale damage yet, so I will go for Cleaver to make her suffer a bit more. Now, do they still have their effects? Yes, they do. It's good to know. That was super effective. Now I can... Okay, really good. Show no mercy. Burning whip or fire damage. He's super fire resistant. Intimidation, morale. No, let's go for no mercy. And then get some additional enragement. They should be super enraged now. Scare, spectral wave, air damage against him. Looks good. Oh, almost killed him. they've got enragement 6, which is fantastic. It increases damage and morale. This would be fire damage, or scare them a bit. Let's go for the fire damage. 60 physical damage, and a chance to apply stun. It would kill her anyway. There we go. You have successfully protected the treasure. I gain gold. I gain Faris, a succubus, dealing fire damage and nature damage. That's a good character, but very weak against armor. Against normal attacks, physical attacks. Ice is very specialized, but a high degree of health points as well. I think I can only choose one thing. I'm going to choose... I like the ice guy. Let's go for the ice guy. Okay, they are active. Motivation. Okay, their motivation has been lowered, I think. Let's take a look at our employees. We've now got more employees. Okay, he's then here. I would like to be able to have like... Let's actually take a look. Okay, it seems to me that I can have like a choice of 6 per room, and the others can go to the garrison. Now it's week 2. We've got a merchant, an event, or an engineer. Spend some gold to upgrade your active traps. Buy a monster or a trap from this unscrupulous merchant or an event. Deal with office troubles and the business work environment, for better or for worse. Let's go for the engineer and improve our traps. I like the poison trap. And now if I upgrade it for 150 gold, it'll deal 50 nature damage and also instead of 40, and it'll also deal 20 nature damage on next turn instead of 15. Let's upgrade it. I like that. I can upgrade even more. I did like the morale damage, even though it didn't help me in this one. So maybe I'll go for the chainsaw for some more physical damage. It seems to be the weakest of the traps. These two are morale based. And this one is a mixture of enragement and morale. Well, let's actually go for this one. Next week. Some tax officials have come to collect. Good job. They drink blood. Deal with office troubles. Let's deal with office troubles. Lost adventurer. While wandering around in the corridors this morning, you come face to face with a human. He seems as surprised as you are. What are you going to do? Kill him for blood, scare him for tears, or capture him? Let's actually scare him, because I did gain blood. Okay, I possibly gain tears when they run away, if I deal enough morale damage. But I'm going to kill him. Now then, alchemist. Transmit blood, tears, or gold into another resource. I don't need to do that. Let's go for the event. Understaffing. The research and development manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He's asking you to provide him with one of your employees in exchange for gold. Well, I want to keep Grogma, so let's refuse. Adventurers are going to attack me. Are my monsters healed? No, not really. Maybe I need to put them in the garrison to be healed. And then let's put... He's kind of tough. He also has 100 health. So let's get one squishy character there. 18. Yeah, let's get him there. Alright. Preparation phase. I will go... Okay, Nature 10, 20, 10. The fire, there's... Let's go for the poison dart then. Now he will deal... He can deal ice damage area-wide, which is really good. And he will be very helpful as well. And he's the squishy one. Air damage, bleeding. Here I'm going to place the rallying horn. And we've got the trap room, or the spell room. And then again I'm going for the ice guy. Then we need a strong guy at front. He has 100. And then let's take Damien, or what about that fire? Yeah, fire. And then we've got the main character, the boss monster. Say hello to some poison. Okay, they're just dishing out a lot of damage. Air damage at minus 12 morale for everyone. Or the front guy that gets 80 damage, air damage and bleeding. I like that because he will die with these effects applied. I think he should. Okay, that's not so good for me. Will he actually die? 21 left. He will gain 30 damage. He will die. So I could slow them down. But there's only one guy left. I'll go for the ice damage against her. She's got minus 20% anyway. So here we go. One down. There's the turn order. It's my turn again. Let's go for ice damage again. Against the archer. Who dodged the trap. Burning whips, fire damage. Looks good. She didn't get any damage, only the front guy. Okay, it's my turn first. Frozen arm, 78 damage, applies frostbite. 23 ice damage at minus 12 morale. I will go for frozen arm because it might actually kill him. He also has a fire damage applied, so he will actually die. One shot was enough to kill him. Let's stun her, or try to stun her. And let's kill her. $91 gold, 16 blood. Artifact, Enchanted Cogs. Traps deal 20% additional damage and morale. Bewitched Glove. Each hero has 30% chance to be affected by elemental weakness at the start of a dungeon, which reduces resistance by 20%, which is a lot. For all monsters have 15% chance to lose one less motivation. Let's go for the Bewitched Glove. How can I increase their motivation? Their motivation has been increased because they didn't fall. Now what about the motivation of the guys here? It's full again, good. So let's just swap them around. Do they actually level up? I think they should, right? Or do I need to buy upgrades for them as well, like a trainer or something that's possible, like here? Spend some gold to train your active monsters. Let's do that. He would get 10 life and would gain this. Let's do it. I could train him. He's this. He actually dealt quite a bit of damage, right? He can deal lots of nature damage. He would get nature resistance. He would also gain power. Determines damage and morale dealt by combatants. And he would gain 10 health points, which is good. So let's do that as well. I've spent all my gold. Plunder. Send 3 volunteers to plunder the place of your choice or business trip. Choose an employee to protect the sales department during a business trip. Let's plunder. Are these my volunteers? Can I not choose different ones because he's not very motivated? Redneck Village. Risk of injury 35%. 1 volunteer, 3 weeks. What about this one? Volunteer gains morale apparently. Or motivation. 10 weeks. Here I get a gold gain but a high risk of injury. I think I'll go for Redneck Village. I will need to choose one of them. I will go for Damien. Or do they decide who goes? Your volunteers have organized a dance party involving several bonfires and a few happy murders in the village. They have emerged unscathed. That's good, and I've gathered 112 gold. Merchant or event. Buy a monster or a trap from this unscrupulous merchant. Inadequate resources. Okay, that's a good indication, so let's go to this. Garbage chute. The Workers' Union has made a request, an anonymous suggestions box for the employees. Even if they can't write, this simple gesture will boost morale. They don't need to know that the suggestion box will empty straight into the trash. Okay, I don't have the coins, so let's refuse. Again, let's go for plunder. I don't have any coins. They are the volunteers. A feudal castle, gold, and volunteers gain motivation. Here I could upgrade a trap. Let's actually go for gold. Injured employee. Your volunteers have emptied the castle of all valuables and furniture and have taken several occupants along with them to serve as travel snacks. During the plunder, Blitzo was hurt and will need to rest for 3 weeks. That sucks.
Ah, I almost forgot. The company owns several dungeons that need protecting. We only send teams when our specialists inform us that a group of adventurers are approaching. You will sometimes have the choice of several contracts. The more dangerous the heroes, the higher your bonus if you succeed. Thanks to the company's portal service, sending you to the other end of the world is a matter of moments.
Good. Let's take a look at our monsters. They are kind of healing, I think. Applies burn. I'm actually going to use the status effect monsters here. Bleeding. I'm going to keep this one here. Oh no, let's do it like this. All the status effects go here. Good. Rewards. Let's go for the veterans. I will use... Okay, there is nature, lots of nature resistance, unfortunately. I will use him. Apply nature damage to her. Physical damage and bleeding against him. And he can also deal fire damage. What about fire damage? Minus 35. Fire damage is really helpful. Let's use these. Okay. But obviously the poison dart won't help that much now. So I will go for the... Yeah, we'll go for the circular saw. And in this room, we need to place our monsters. You go to the front. And you go here, you go here. And we have one more trap. Let's go... Well, I think he might be dead by then, and they can gain some damage. Then we've got our centaur. Okay, now that was unpleasant. She gets a poison arrow for sure. It should be 50, but because of her minus 20% it's more. Fireball or fire column for the front guy. Fire minus 33, minus 50. So let's definitely go for the fireball. She's also... yeah, she has everything reduced a little bit. Now he obviously needs to attack the front guy. Okay, he won't live for another attack. She healed herself, which is very unfortunate. Now we can see the chainsaw at work, hitting everyone, which is good. So they are now bleeding. Show no mercy would help my other monsters. But this also applies burn to him. And he deals quite a bit. It would actually kill him. Let's do it. Well, it would not. Why did it not kill him? I'm uncertain. He's super dangerous. Air damage against her is okay. Here we go. That's against everyone. Let's do it. Okay, he can do like one attack. It possibly would kill him. Let's kill him. I think... yeah, he has minus 20% against ice. So let's go for that. She will get some damage anyway. Or morale damage, at least. And I think it should be no problem to kill them off. Now the nature resistance guy is dead. He has less nature resistance. So he goes as well. And they've reached a monster. Well, she has. I will try to enslave her. And now let's whip her. Yeah, we've protected the treasure, very good. I could go for Jeffness, lots of fire damage. 80 health as well. A mortar. Also looks cool. But I think I'll go for him. Motivation for some it has increased, for some it has decreased. Stick out your tongue and say, ah. Engineer, upgrade traps. Let's upgrade the traps. More nature damage is very welcome. And the chainsaw did a decent job as well. From 10 physical damage to 30 is quite a step. Let's do that. Let's protect them on the business trip. 5 weeks, 8 weeks and tears. Chalice of Youth, nice. I don't have any skeletons though, and this takes ages. Let's go for the tiers. Well, let's go for the long-term investment actually. But this would be my new fire elemental. This would be the poison archer. Let's send the fire elemental that I just got on a new quest. Oh, I immediately get the Chalice of Youth, which is pretty cool. He needs to go here. So it's like the ice department, and I need some more options over here. So you go back. Well, I need you here. Who could go back there? That would apply bleeding. Let's put him back here. Okay. Therapist. An employee morale review done by a specialist on event. Let's go for the therapist. Your employees get a therapy session paid for by the company. Killing humans is a difficult line of work, and you often have to leave your conscience at home, particularly during torture sessions. This session will let your employee talk about their feelings and let out some steam. For money I gain more, but let's just go for the free one. That should be enough. Course, I don't have the money. Intensive training course. Let's go for to the engineer. And I can't upgrade anything anyway. I don't have the funds. Now some adventurers attack. I should easily be able to kill them. Ice 50%, minus 35. I could try to kill her off with them. Nature minus, okay, nature, that's the thing. Definitely you. Definitely you. And fire against the front guy. Or reduce their speed with him. Then I'm going for poison dart here. What about air? Air against the back row is quite good. Ice against the guy in the middle, so I'll just go for physical damage. Which is kind of good against everyone. Here we go. And let's go for the chainsaw. Let's protect the treasure. Let's definitely go for the... She's even got the resistance reduced, so she's got like minus 65%, so it might almost kill her. Well, not quite, she has lots of health actually. They start having lots of health, to be honest. And this person is dead before even doing anything. Let's freeze them, slow them down. And let's use the poison dagger on her again. She's almost dead. Now she is dead. Fire damage against this person is not so good. Let's go for show no mercy. Spectral wave. Cleaver. Well, 35 armor. That's a shame. Physical damage, applies broken armor. No, the high resistance was my own guy. Okay, that's good. Let's try to stun this one because it's dangerous. It's not stunned, unfortunately. Just a nice mage, an apprentice. Let's use Cleaver and 15 next turn. I can only attack the front guy, so let's do it. And she will get through to the chainsaw trap, but not much further. Well, she already had bleeding. I think I should have just enslaved her. Doesn't really matter, I've got more than enough health. Okay. Dungeon Defender. I could go for Flying Dagger. Applying bleeding damage to the front guy, which is pretty cool. Area damage, physical damage, and broken armor. Or gold. Let's go for the Ballista. I like the Ballista, I think. Motivation is decreasing a bit. Let's improve our weapons. 90 nature damage. Here we go. Let's focus a little bit on certain things. Event. The lab assistant is about to make some modifications to one of your traps. You know that he's always messing up and that the trap will be unusable. Fixing it will take 5 weeks. Poison dart. Let's forgive. I don't want a poison dart. Therapist. Let's go for the therapist. Thank you. And let's go for the veterans. And this shall be the last fight for this Let's Try video, as we are about to reach the 45-minute mark. Okay, fire, fire. Okay, fire for sure. What about ice and nature? Ice is not the best idea. Nature is okay though. Let's try out the Ballista. Air. Ice won't help me that much, so let's go for these tough guys. And the chainsaw. And there's the boss monster. Poison dagger. It's the obvious choice. Toxic volley. Or poison arrow. Let's go for the poison arrow. He is tough. Enhanced resistance. Fear of the dead. Fireball against her. Fire column against her. Let's go for the fire column. And she might die with poison trap. Goblin trick against her. She will get enough damage. Oh shite. Now that's new. Let's do Enraged. Well, Spectral Wave against the last one, or Scare against the front guy. Let's definitely do Spectral Wave. He's so tough. Skill heals. After the fight, she needs to go. Well, I need a cleaver. One problem less. Let's do this. Now she's going to kill someone. He gets a chance, maybe. Well, won't quite kill her. Let's try to stun her. Didn't work. She will heal up now. If she can kill both of them, she can't. So let's kill her. Nice, they didn't even make it to the trap. Slaveholder. Resistance is plus 5%. Rallying Horn, I've got that already. Slaveholder, front morale. 80 physical damage. It generates the master's life. Ah, that's for my main character, the slaveholder. So this would give me resistances, and this would give me reduce his the morale if I use this morale thing. It's front or rear. 54 instead of 40. Yeah, I'll go for the resistances. Okay, motivation has decreased a little bit. Okay, but this will end this Let's Try video. Thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, I will continue playing, and I will also put a Let's Play, or maybe something like an entire run or 5 hours with or something on my channel. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Until then, bye for now.